All right, guys, long-awaited moment. We finally got the drivetrain for that unit right there. In case people didn't watch the first episode, we are putting like an EP3 swap, just like something easy, cheaper, just a straight K20 A2 with the K20 A3 with the 5-speed trans that comes with it. There it is. We got it for an absolute steal. Been sitting in the back of my pickup truck for a second now. Because we just haven't had time.
It's been like a good month, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting rid of that. We're trying to get that project done.
So it's nice. We have both the axles, wiring harness, transmission. So, did we discuss the price that we got it for?
I don't know, did we?
Do we?
Why not? Oh, let's just say it's a price you can't get these anymore. All right, right now, a swap like this, with wiring harness and ECU, is like $1,600 to $2,000. I think we paid $700 for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a fucking K-swap, fucking that dope-ass K-swap EF for under 4K for sure.
Fuck yeah. But before this even comes near the EF, it needs
To be, we gotta wash it, clean it.
It needs a full rehab. Yeah. I mean, my God, is this thing filthy. And it's just water corrosion everywhere. I mean, fucking, yeah, look at this. The wire brush would take mostly all of it off, but obviously we're gonna want to paint everything. Alternator seized.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, fuck it, it's whatever.
Tensioner's fine, this is fine. Crank, I will not fucking turn that over my finger.
Well,
this is fine.
We're deleting the AC either way.
AC is gonna be gone.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh, and with that price, I also got a carbon fiber hood for the EP3 that we're gonna restore in some video, so that's fun.
Also got the ECU and the immobilizer. Also, for the same fucking price, $700.
Yeah, so we don't gotta do any bypass stuff. I don't know, this thing's fucked up for some
Why
reason.
did he do it like this?
Oh,
you did it like that?
I didn't do it like this, dude. I was gonna do like 2 straps and that's it. The guy at the junkyard just kept talking and talking with me for like 30 minutes, like trying to teach me how to do knots and stuff. You know, I was in the Boy Scouts my day. This is how you do a slip knot, man. Let me show you how to do a slip knot. If you're watching, hi. Also got more of these because these fell off on the highway for me.
Yep. And a tennis ball, apparently. Yeah. Take that for the dog.
What?
That's fine. All of his work. All right, so we'll get this thing onto the hoist and probably put it away in the corner of the shop because we're still doing a few projects in the meantime.
Alright guys, so I'm going to start with taking the harness off this engine, transmission, and then we're going to wash it, paint it, and see how that goes. Alright, so there's just one wire left right now. It's really annoying to get to, but I'm going to start stripping the rest of this engine. So all the fuel stuff got to come off, intake has to come off, all these accessories got to come off, all the hoses, everything needs to come off, and then we'll wash it, and then we'll separate the transmission, and yeah. All right, so we got extremely lucky with this engine. I mean, look at this. It is mint in here. No carbon deposits. No nothing. Looks so good in there. Alright, well the camera died, so I had to do some stuff off the camera while it's charging, but the garden hose wasn't working that much, so I went and brought my pressure washer over, and I've just been degreasing it, spraying it off, degreasing it, hitting it with a wire brush, and this is how it's looking so far. Looking a lot cleaner, still a lot that needs to be done, so better get to work. All right, so I got more of the engine stripped down. All that's left is take the starter off and the transmission, as well as the exhaust manifold, and then I can mask it off and get it ready for paint. All right, guys, so quick update. It seems this car had an Exetti clutch in it right here. It's like purple and blue, but it's kind of beat up right here. You can see it's broken. There's just metal pieces as well coming off of it. But the bad thing is that I need to replace the rear main seal. So I gotta wash this again because it's all fucked with oil and grease. So I gotta take the engine out, take the pressure washer out, wash it again. Same thing with the inside of the transmission. And then I have to decide if I'm gonna paint it first or get that rear main seal done. But we'll see. First I need to wash it. Hopefully I have enough time to do everything today. Alright, so the engine is masked off. Some parts are still drying over here, but it'll be dry soon. I don't care about overspray up here. I'm going to take that off and I'll sand it when I'm painting the valve cover, but yeah. Have everything I don't want to have paint masked off. That's how it is.
Fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss that fact, taking big swings.
Alright, so there's two pretty heavy coats. Now, from my understanding, I need to heat gun it. Montes, what are we thinking?
Actually, exactly how I imagined it, which is crazy. That's exactly what I wanted it to look like. Just spot on. Dude, that looks so good. Yeah, now just imagine that in the engine bay.
Yeah.
So good.
So, I guess I didn't show this on the camera, but I tried using the heat gun. Heat gun didn't want to do anything. So what I did was I took the torch, and the reason why over here looks a lot flatter and not as rough or wrinkled is because this is where I hit it with the torch, and the rest is where I let it air dry. So air dry, I'll get a more glossy but more wrinkled finish, but a torch will give it that flat look to it.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
All right, so the clutch kit came in, light and flywheel is in. So right now we put the bolts back in.
Oh, but we didn't record it, but before this we did change the rear main seal. We bought one from AutoZone, it's like 30 bucks. It wasn't too hard to replace, nice and easy. And yeah, so the clutch kit we have is some cheap eBay ones. So I was researching, right? I know everybody likes to talk shit about eBay ones, but there's people that actually like to talk good about stuff about eBay. The most important thing about eBay is the simpler the better. So we went with a stage 4, it's gonna be hella heavy. But the thing that's good about stage 4, so let me show you. They don't have any springs. So it's actually a really strong clutch. Doesn't have any of the springs to go bad. And a lot of people say that these are really good clutches if you go for the stage 4. The ones like stage 3, stage 2, they all have the springs, and you know that's just more complicated. But this is just a good solid clutch. Stage 4. Also got a light and flywheel for it, just because I've never had a car with a light and flywheel, so I just kind of want to experience it. And it should also make the K20 A3 run through first and second gear a lot quicker in this car. So yeah.
So right now we're just torquing down the bolts that hold the flywheel. A little trick, we just have it wedged into the ground so the crank doesn't spin while we're tightening those. But yeah, torquing them down to spec for once. Probably not necessary, but we'll do it because we have a Harbor Freight torque wrench.
Exactly. The low ball special.
So did you go back over everything?
What do you mean?
For 80 foot-pounds?
Or yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get to installing clutch now.
Yes, sir.
Now we're just putting the pressure plate onto the flywheel. Got the alignment tool in here. The clutch is nice and aligned. And now what we're trying to do is we're trying to push these pins that are right here into the flywheel. So we're just slowly going around the thing just to get it pushed in, and then we're gonna finally torque it down to 20 foot-pounds. Manufacturer specifies 18 foot-pounds. We're gonna do 20 just because we're using a 3/8 to half-inch converter for a torque wrench. So obviously we're losing torque through that little extension. So now we're just greasing the ends of the pivoting arm right here, because the throwout bearing, wherever that is.
So it's chilling on the engine over here.
Okay, yeah, the throwout bearing, it clamps onto that, so we're gonna want to grease these parts as well, where they hook on, as well as the shaft.
Inside of this is mainly.
Yep.
Shaft, I'll just give it a little bit just so it's easier to put on.
And then it literally just slips on there and just clamps. So we're gonna do that real quick.
That's not how I had it. It's fine, we'll just grease it and put it on. Anyway, grease them up, but not too much grease, because then you're gonna fling it onto your clutch. That's no good, but you still want grease so that it moves around freely. You also want to grease those parts so that it's easier to install. Like that. Easier to install the transmission to the car. Okay. Let's see if I can do this again. So I want to take this, move it forward, hit this guy to the side a bit. I can't really see from there. There we go. And now it's in. So you see I move this around, and that moves around freely. There's no sound. You just hear the grease move around a little, which is perfect. And install the rubber boot on the fork over here. And boom, we're done.
All right, so now time to mate the engine up to the transmission.
Yep.
Or vice versa. Whichever way you like mating.
Yep.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Became righty loosey.
It's actually coming out.
Okay. Anyways.
You guys want to see a magic trick? Okay, we'll fix that soon.
Yep, but
right now we
tranny mount is in. Dude, I don't think we need a third one. Look at that.
No, we will. You know, this thing, too much torque with a K20 A3.
Yeah, so much torque. Okay, whatever.
Oh, this is way heavier than the fucking Fiat one.
You have to tilt it around.
Right?
Yeah. No.
Remember where the bolts go.
So we got the transmission on. Now we're just buttoning up the mounts. We got the transmission mount. We will fix that bolt. This is on. This is on. Gonna get new hardware. This thing is still hot as hell.
Is it still?
The aluminum's hot now.
Now the aluminum is?
Yeah, which is weird. Rear mount, that's on there as well. So she's almost ready to go into the engine bay.
Just bounce in there.
Bounce!
I'll be ready.
Yes. Well, I mean, how's it gonna come loose, you know?
That should be enough to move it around.
Yeah. Yeah, we move it around.
We have it like that.
Because that's the only way. It did not go around the valve cover, we're just slide to the side.
Okay. Deja vu? Maybe in this place it'd be fun.
Shit on Bramble.
I did in Colorado in the Civic.
Yeah. Fuck that. I straighten that one out.
Okay.
It's hitting.
What's hitting? Civic too low?
Yeah.
No, do transmission jack. Are you sure K20 is fitting here?
Yeah.
We gotta push it more to the left then, right?
Yeah, wait a minute.
That's good. We go slowly down. Because when we go down, it's
You go
gonna
down.
go to the firewall.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You just let out of nowhere. Yeah, good though. I think we're good though. Right? We good?
So I saw some plastic come off, I don't know from where.
We just put this.
Okay.
What the bumper location?
Alright, get your bolt in now, on that side.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so mint.
Yeah. It's such a tight fit. I also love that the fucking, it sits at like a fucking 20-degree angle.
I think it's how mine sits as well.
Really?
I don't realize, yeah. Also, don't forget the front of the car is jacked up, so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not jacked up this much. Which mount, by the way?
Whichever one, probably that for now.
I don't have enough space. It needs to go this way.
Oh, we gotta, fuck.
Just need more to me, and that's it.
Well, let me get repositioned my feet.
Fuck!
Yeah? What?
We need to do more frying now. It's not coming
How
nice.
far, Brian?
A lot of frying. Lift.
Lift the engine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hold on then. Give me a second.
What if we pry? Oh, we don't have much space to pry over
What
here.
about this now?
It's going too high. So we can literally just go down now, but not you, like the engine.
So what if I do this?
Getting better. So close.
We're through? Yeah. Okay, so much damage. Not bad. You got the nut? We get touch-up paint, yeah?
Yeah. All right, she's in. Bolted down. Once again, gonna change this. This is all bolted down. Back there is bolted down. So now
Now it's the fun part of doing all the wiring, all the hoses, cables, just a bunch of stuff that you kind of forget because you don't take pictures beforehand. But,
I think we're just gonna stare at it for 2 months.
yeah, really? No, it's not a shell anymore. It has an engine in it. I mean, it's already a race car. But yeah, the black looks amazing. We still have to do the oil pan, but we'll do that when we remove it. We'll probably paint it like silver or something just to make it pop a little differently. You're not gonna see it from the top of the engine bay.
This thing looks nuts with a K in it though.
Yeah.
But so next we are going to paint the valve cover white.
We still haven't officially 100% decided which ones, so we're gonna paint both of them white. Just because one of them says, what?
Okay.
Yeah, sure, why not? Well, at least one of them. But
Yeah,
like,
fuck it, might as well.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna use that cheap piece of shit sandblaster over there. I'm gonna sand both of them down and hit them with some VHT white. And we'll see how they look. So we pulled this thing off, the valve cover. And the lobes don't look too bad. It doesn't even look scored actually, just minimal, as you called it, polishing. But holy
Yeah,
shit.
honestly, it's all like silver. It's not like fucking caked on yellow. Like this car actually had oil changes done to it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy for a car that's been in a fucking junkyard. And the fact that we got the whole swap for like $750 is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially now. Now this thing would run like $2,000. It's RBC cam gears. Probably because it's K20. This is gonna be fun. That's it. But yeah, we're gonna go sandblast the valve covers with the Harbor Freight sandblaster. We have never used it before. We want to see if it works. And yeah, we'll catch you guys there.
All right, so we had the valve cover sanded. We didn't sandblast it. We're gonna sandblast the other one that we have. But we sanded it and we just painted it with VHT. We had 3 coats on it, and I just put it back on to the engine itself just to mock it up, and it looks amazing. It pops so well with the red engine bay paint. Here, let me just show you. So that'll be all for this video. In the next video, we're gonna start actually hooking things up, wiring, do the wiring loom, and hopefully we can get it started in the next video. So we'll see you then.